Hey guys, it's me again. So when I started my YouTube channel back in February, I was using DaVinci Resolve to edit all my videos. Now all in all, for me, I personally think that DaVinci Resolve is the best free editing software for beginners out there because it's very easy to use, and all in all, it just gets the job done. But one day I stumbled upon one of Zavu's videos in which she was showing how to use Sony Vegas. Now up to this point, I had already heard about Sony Vegas, but I never really paid any more attention to it. But seeing Zavu's video, I told myself, oh, that's an easy software to learn. I think I can do that, no problem. So sure enough, I did my research and I found a way to get Sony Vegas for free, and that's exactly what I did. I learned Sony Vegas very quickly and I immediately fell in love with it. See, I really liked how it was just so simple and I can do my editing so much faster. Now in the same way I stumbled on a video about Sony Vegas, I also stumbled on a video on Adobe Premiere, except this time it was showing the cool effects that you can do in Adobe Premiere. So then at that point I did the same thing that I did with Sony Vegas. I did my research and I found a way to get an older version of Adobe Premiere in CS6 for free. But at the time I didn't know that Adobe Premiere had different versions, so when I opened up the software and I saw that the layout was completely different to some of the other people's videos I saw, I immediately shut it down. But after watching another video on cool effects that you can do in Adobe Premiere, I finally told myself I was going to learn Adobe Premiere no matter what I had to do. And that's exactly what I did. So I went out and got the Adobe Suite, and this time it was a lot easier to learn Adobe Premiere because I had to watch so many more videos and so many tutorials on it. It felt like second nature to me. Anyway, since I had the whole Adobe Suite, I decided to take full advantage of it. So I got Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects, which I still haven't used, and I even got Adobe Audition. Now, was the whole switch worth it? I don't really think so at the time. You see, at the time, it didn't really feel or benefit me in any other way, so I guess it didn't really do anything at first. But you see, since Adobe is so much bigger than Sony Vegas and everything else, I guess over time I learned so much more and I perfected my editing, and I guess my videos also got better. So I guess in the long run you could say that the switch was worth it. Now, you guys are probably saying, what's the big deal with changing video editing softwares? After all, they do the same thing, they help you make videos. Well, you see, you're actually completely right. Nothing is really special about changing video editing softwares. But what I think makes my incident better is that I actually took a risk and I could have stayed content with where I was. I could have stayed content with Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas was perfectly suitable for me at the time. I didn't have to change editing softwares, but you see, I took a risk. I went out of my comfort zone and decided to try something new. So what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is that if you're trying something new, if you're thinking about trying something new, if you want to get that new camera, if you want to try a new editing technique, if you were thinking of doing anything new in life, then remember these 3 words.
Just do it!
But anyways guys, my name is Juvion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.